Hey everybody, TV Ben here. We're going to work on a Color DMD install. This is a Spiderman pinball, the one that came out in '07. So we're going to take out the old DMD, which is right here, and put in the new Color DMD. So we'll go through all the steps. So first of all, we've got a bunch of, how many? 4 1/4-inch screws we got to pull to get the other DMD out. And I got one step ahead before we started recording, and I did pull the data cable and the power cord from the high voltage area already. So that was the only step we kind of skipped over before I turned the camera on. Just lost a spacer there. So there is the old DMD. That's a plasma, the old high voltage DMD. So we're going to pull this out. We also need to, let me set this down. I, goofing around one day, put a red window on this, so we need to switch over to a clear window for the Color DMD. So let me stop here and we'll pick right back up. Alright, I forgot, let's jump back a step here, and this is the box for the Color dot matrix. So let's see what's in the box that they send. So we've got all the little cabling and an extra data cable if we need it, which, you know what, I might actually use that one. I usually don't. I've got a stockpile of them from buying these, but I think we're going to switch this one out. So this is the LCD Color DMD. There it is. So it's all nice in its little protective packaging. And then it's got another... Oh, there's me. Hello. And there's the camera. It's also got another layer of protection right there. So we can peel that off before we put it in there. So there, let's, I just wanted to show you that first. Alright, and through the power of not recording, just to save time, we've got to take these standoffs here out to be able to swap the window so we can put the new clear window in. So we got to do that, and there's also on each side, which I'm going to show you right here, it's just a grounding strap, so we just got to remember to put that back. Now we can get to those screws. Okay, we got all the screws out, so now we can pop out this red window, which I believe, of course, this Spider-Man came with a clear window. I got the red window from Pimbits. I think they're like 16 bucks. They do nice work. So I always like with the regular DMD, or even the newer 5-volt red DMDs that Stern's been putting in the games, the red cover, even on an orange DMD, looks, just kind of gives it a better look, in my opinion. So here's our clear. We'll pop that in, screw it down. Alright, we're screwing down in here, and pinball's all about preference. Some of the customizations you can do, a lot of people like, some people are split on it with like LEDs. I have gotten hooked on the very expensive habit of color dot matrices for games in the house, and even the ones that I put on location, I believe for the most part, yeah, I think every one of the ones I have on location has one in it. I just think it gives it a better look, and for home you want something to look its best, and if you've got it out there for the public, you also want it to look good, and if it looks good, there's a better chance of it being able to bring in more plays, maybe a bit more revenue, which pretty much all the revenue goes to just buying more games to put on location, or swapping them out, or keeping them running. So it all just kind of washes. But there, we got the clear panel installed, so now we got to do the brackets and then get the Color DMD mounted. Okay, brackets are back in, and I think we can, there's usually spacers involved on these machines, but I don't believe we're going to need them. So the good thing with these displays is they've got multiple holes, so these are going to line up really easy with these two holes. So we're just going to knock them down in there with the existing screws. They shipped with new screws that are just the same, so these are already here, so we're just going to use these. Alright, I was going to reuse or use the new data cable, but it's quite short. It was only, I think these are, they send these more for the older games like Data East, and I believe even Sega games had the display board right here, and then you could just loop them over, but this is far too short to use for this game. Alright, we're going to go freehand here. So for the power cable, you got to drop it down through the back box, down under the playfield. So there's a header pin, so see right there. So that is going to go right there, as so. And I'm shadowing it, so sorry. So hang on, let me put this down, we'll open it up, and can show you where to connect in the cabinet. And before we move on, I wanted to emphasize a quick point. So, just in case you didn't notice, when I had the camera in the other position when I was mounting this, I actually mounted it with this hole. I needed to mount it here. These are actually the Stern holes. They've got them lined up for certain games. So, there we go. That is the proper lineup for that. Okay, so running it through, and also this game was from Canada. Check it out. This is the cable run down through the back box, and then we're going to connect right here to this 3-pin connector, and then it also has a pigtail off if you still needed power down here for whatever. But luckily we don't, but that is where we're going to connect our power to. Alright, so let's power it on. It's not programmed yet. We should be able to see something. Yes, so see how it's all kind of weird and goofy looking, more so. Alright, so we've covered this before, but if you haven't seen that video, then let me enlighten you. Pick this up. So, there's USB right here, if I put it in the right way. And then you hold the USB button down. You can see the programming, and it should start flashing. There we go. So that's going to do its thing. We downloaded the Chroma ROM from the Color DMD website and put it on this USB stick. Root directory, no subdirectories, nothing. Just you open up the USB, you put Chroma on there. It's formatted for FAT32. This was actually a pretty sizable file compared to most. This one was like 15 meg or something. I mean, I know that's not big in today's terms, but for Chroma ROM file from them, that's actually quite large. So once it's done doing this, then we should be good to go. We might have to make a height adjustment or something here and there, and then whatever settings we prefer. You know, I like more of the dots modes, but we'll check it out. Alright, and there you have it, my friends. That's it. Alright, let's put this up and see what we got. Okay, there it is. So, it's working. It's in the smoothing mode now, and we're getting a lot of reflection from the playfield, but you get the idea. Alright, so there you have it. Installing a Color DMD in a Spider-Man pinball machine by Stern. Alright, we're probably going to do some more gameplay videos, this one especially soon. We haven't covered this one yet. So as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.